My name is TAMIA Folks, and I'm a student at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. The Andrew Goodman Foundation is a national nonpartisan nonprofit whose mission is to take young voices and votes and a powerful force of democracy by changing the next generation and their ability to vote, and making them leaders and engaging young voters and challenging restrictive voter suppression laws.
And my name is SITHARA, and I'm a campus organizer at Florida State University. The Student PIRGs are a national network of student-run nonprofits that have helped more than 2 million students register to vote since 1982. Between PIRG and Andrew Goodman Foundation, we have more than 1,250 students working on 185 campuses this fall.
I'm so excited to introduce part one of our video series about how to get your college or university campus ready for the 2020 election.
In this video, we're going to talk about what your student government or student group can do to help students register to vote and vote safely.
Joining us today, we have Andrew, who is the Andrew Goodman Ambassador at Miami University in Ohio, and Alexa from the Panhellenic Council at the University of Florida, and Aiden, who is the External Vice President of the Undergraduate Student Association at UCLA.
This year, millions of young people will be voting for the first time in the middle of a pandemic. Student governments and student group leaders can do a lot to help their constituents cast their ballots.
Hey there. Our first tip for student leaders is to assemble a coalition with the sole purpose of turning out the youth vote. The goal is to make this group's job to plan voter registration and turnout efforts. Here at UCLA, our Undergraduate Student Association has partnered with our CalPIRG Students Chapter and campus administration to form our Bruins Vote Coalition. Our three groups steer the efforts of over 30 other student organizations and communities as they engage students in voting. And this year, nearly 50 years after the historic student voter registration efforts of the civil rights era, we're expanding our Bruins Vote Coalition with racial justice and community organizations focused on growing voter engagement in communities historically disenfranchised from the right or ability to vote.
Our second tip is to use tools like PIRGs studentvote.org or AGF's vote tool to help your constituents register to vote. Email and text out a call to action on National Voter Registration Day, and send a reminder on the voter registration deadlines in your state. Make sure your constituents have what they need to vote by mail, vote early, or vote in person on election day. Here at Miami, what we've been doing is having a special focus with social media and email blasts. The social media information that we've been pushing out is, of course, this is the voter registration day deadline. Here's information on how to get to My Vote Everywhere that is specific for Miami University with an association of Andrew Goodman Foundation tools. This is where students can check who's on the ballot, check if they're registered to vote, check where their polling places are. And that's where we've been posting on Greek letter fraternity, sororities, and NPHC Instagrams. We've been doing a Instagram live takeover for our university communications. We've been working with our dean of students to send out mass emails to every single student, and of course working with the people who are in charge of all student organizations to make sure that members of each club are aware of what's going on.
Last, but certainly not least, use your platform to get your campus and other student groups to do more. And I'm talking all campus emails, all campus text messages, reminders from everyone from the chess club president to the football quarterback. Hearing from leaders on campus that students trust can make a big difference. And so having that voter registration link accessible, for example, at Northern Arizona University, the campus administration agreed to add an online voter registration tool to the campus phone app. And more than 300 students registered in just the first week.
Well, there you have it. That was some really good advice, and I'm going to go call my student body president and to get our campus on this immediately.
I'm going to post this on IGTV, and I'm going to tag literally every student group at FSU in the comments.
And if it inspired you to, please share this video with all of your friends and all of your student leaders that you know, and definitely join us for part 2 of this series, what faculty can do to help their students to vote safely in this election.
Also, feel free to add us on social media, tag us with any questions you have, or to share best practices from your campus.